spark ignites, it starts to burn. Through endless realms, no way to return. From crimson skies to wastelands torn. Myth and legend where stars are born. A million paths collide in the haze. Echoes of heroes lost in the maze. Planes walking the multiverse. Through chaos and time we immerse. Legends rise and fade like sparks. Across the void we leave our marks.
They added like 3 times the amount of weaponry available in this vault. So they set it up so that the tensions would be very high. And then at the same time, there was a parallel cloning project that was going on, focused on, obviously, can you guess the name of the guy it was focused on?
Gary!
Yeah, you got it, buddy. You got it. So each of the Garys was grown in a lab, and there was some kind of defect in them that made Garys immediately hostile to anybody who wasn't a clone. And
Right.
they just kept making them. So they made like 50 some odd Garys to the point where their observation rooms were overcrowded with them. So what happened was, as they go along, they dealt with escalating violence. So somewhere up in the mid 50s, one of the Garys actually injured one of the doctors. So they started talking about destroying the extra clones to make room for further tests, and they basically just obviously treated the Garys as completely disposable. So you've got like, yeah, I know, it's honestly, it's insane. Like, it's, I would say that it's kind of impossible to think about the fact that there would be scientists willing to do this, but there are people who are missing fundamental parts of their humanity.
Whispers crawl through the cracks like spiders in the dark. Secrets slither, shadows dance, they leave a bitter mark. Lies wrapped tight like silk spun thin, choke in the morning air. The truth you chase, it runs away. Hiding where you dare, in the heat of the night, where the fire burns cold. The answers you seek are stories untold, shaped by the light.
Listen. After everybody calms the fuck down.
Is anybody alive coming out of the movie theater? Or just dead people?
Just blood and body parts.
All right, well, I'm going to try to go in again. And if I go back in time, I'm going to shoot the lock a few more times and see if it works.
All right, yeah, throw me a D20.
I've got a 3.
So you go in, and this time the force is more pronounced. It's more pronounced. It flings you back around a minute later. So you can feel the whiplash. It hits your neck, it hits your back. It's like you're almost trying to go through plexiglass. And the people going in, you're in the situation, you're just coming around the front, and people are going in, the door is closing. A minute later, the whole thing happens all over again.
Can I try to run in and get in there before the door closes and just force my way through? Or am I too late?
Yeah, it's too late. So it flings you back the moment that you're coming back around.
All right,
Boom, boom, let the hollow idols fall. One
you think your members deserve much better than we know about Tilly Norwood, and we're heavily monitoring the situation. Like, you guys are unfucking believable. You know that. You're supposed to fight on behalf of us. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be representing everybody here. I realize you can't have a crystal ball and you can't think 20 steps ahead. But you're supposed to have that clairvoyancy. You're supposed to think somewhat ahead. That's the whole fucking point. That's the whole point. You're supposed to foresee of problems in the future and try to stop them. That's why you have a collective bargaining agreement. That's why you went back and forth with the studios. That's why it was one of the longest acting strikes in history.
This is the LP shop, doors are open wide, so come on inside. Find a little piece of history and come alive, turn it up, let your story spin. Every scratch, every song pulls you back in. At the LP shop, doors are open wide.
As a kid, learning to play guitar, I used to put the album on, not this album. There's a Fraley's Comet. It's called Live Plus One, and he opens with this song. And I used to learn. I would try and figure it out and play along to the album. I loved this song. And my buddy, who was a drummer, who I still keep in contact with, he learned all the drum parts on this song as well, with that drum solo in the middle.
So I'm guessing you're like a big fan of the song. Tell just let's go into it. What did you like about the song?
Well, I mean, of course, first off, it's guitar driven.
Yeah.
Vocally, Ace doesn't push any barriers.
No.
But he's got a certain execution and a way he enunciates and the way he sings that I've always been attracted to. He's not the greatest singer in the world.
No.
I don't think he ever claimed to be. But there's just something cool.
The cabman and his crew, paint on my face just to move. We are Yu-Gi-Oh Club for life, mark it on my skin. Let's sign from the campfire glow at night to the screen right in your eyes. Original stories, wild and true. You can feel them cut right through. Bring that spark straight to you. Every drop, every view, must see TV. Join the tribe, cross the line. Yu-Gi-Oh Club for life. Say the word, you're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. Yu-Gi-Oh Club for life. Raise your hand. That's the sign. That's the sign. try, cross the line. You're your club for life. Hey. Say the word, you're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You're your club for life. Hey. Once you're in, I'll get them for life. Call it out, hey. I'll go, never doubt. I'll go, side by side, hey. You did club for life. For life. For life, hey. Must see TV. Join the tribe, cross the line. You're your club for life, hey. Say the word, you're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You're your club for life, hey. Once you're in, you're in for life. Click on the screen, save all names and the credits roll. Same safe hands on the wheel again, same store spun out of control. Then you walk in, script in your hand, fire in your eyes. Slide over, I'll drive this thing. Let's see what happens if we try. In the captain's chair, you're calling every shot from here. From the sequel to the pilot, can you turn the ship around this year? Take the reins, take control, grab the frame, grab the roll. In the captain's chair, we'll see if you can make it there. Oh yeah, oh.
That was weird, dude. What the hell was that, Mossy?
Well, what's going?
Did you hear it?
A little.
Like it just. I'm pretty sure it was the stream going out.
Yeah.
Because I listened to it earlier and it sounded completely normal.
Huh.
Did you hear it though?
Yeah.
It's like at points it like sped up
Yeah.
and then it went down.
It might be either. We could try reconverting it. It might be the file. But yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It's a large file, so there's it's not unlikely that there's just something that went wrong with it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to reconvert it at another time.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like because on the Must See TV Ugg Club song, I thought it was the song.
Yeah.
But then it happened in the intro. I'm like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new episode of The Captain's Chair. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And on this episode, we are wrapping up season 1 already.
We are.
Season 1 just started.
Yeah.
It just started. Well, that's what happens when you go through 3 episodes an episode. But before we do that, we have to give some love to you. So let's do some caveman growls. I believe we have 2.
Yeah, we do. Up first, we've got Kui Rokoloma.
My friend, thank you. Kui Rakamaka?
Rokoloma.
Rockaro. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's neat.
Ooh, that's
Cool.
different. That's different. So, my friend, thank you for watching. Thank you for the follow. From us to you, you got a great big bad caveman.
And last but not least, or I guess second, or whatever you want to say, we got Christian Coulier.
Christian Coulier from what?
Either Coulier or Collier. I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway, I like the cooler.
Yeah.
Christian Cooler. Wait, Cooler? Damn you, Cooler. I thought you were dead. I thought, like, Goku blew you up in Dragon Ball Z. From us to you, Christian. You get a great big bad caveman. So now we go right back into it. And by the way, if you're following us on Twitch, we highly, if you're not, we highly encourage you to hop on over there. We are there right now streaming. And if you're watching this right now on Twitch, hello. And doodly do the booply boops down below. Like, follow, and do all that. Give us a raid. I don't even know what that means.
It's when someone at the end of their stream brings their audience to yours.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
they, at the end, they'll choose a stream to raid.
Okay.
And they, as well as their audience, will all go and join your stream or whoever they're raiding.
That's kind of that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So if you get raided, your viewership can go, or your current viewers can go up pretty significantly.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway,
well,
not everyone stays.
Well,
but...
do it. Do it, pussies. Give us a raid. Do it. And there goes our monetization. All right. So we head to episode 10. Yeah. And episode 10 is called?
Give me a second. Okay. Episode 10, we've got the Gold Titan.
Ooh, the Gold Titan. So we open the episode on the moon. And Rita is just coming into her throne room. And Goldar is sitting there waiting patiently because nothing to this point has worked. Nothing whatsoever. And he says, "Is it time?" "Yes. Destroy them all." "Finally." "As you wish, my empress." And then he leaves. And then we flash my makeup. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't scratch, but it's my makeup. You think this bald is shiny? You think I woke up with this shiny head? No. So we head back to the Earth. We are in Kimberly's bedroom, and she's tossing and turning. And as she's tossing and turning, we see a tangled mess in her hair. But the tangled mess, Mossy, is moving. And now we go to her POV, her point of view. She opens her eyes, and hanging down like a bat is a little pterodactyl. And all we hear is, "Eee! Oh my God, you're so cute!" And the pterodactyl is just hanging there. And she's like, "Eee!" And she goes, "So cute!" And now we flash to later that morning, around 9:30, 10. We see Jason walking by himself, right? Because, by himself. And he walks, and he's going to walk by a karate dojo, right? A karate school. And before he can go in any further, we have something tugging at his pant legs. He looks down and he goes, "Oh, it's you." Well, I don't have time. We're going to be all right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go in. I'm going to take a look around, ask some questions to satisfy you. And he goes in, right? This is doing two things at once. First of all, the Tyrannosaurus interaction is adorable. We established that. And second of all, it's introducing him to karate, right, Mossy? It's introducing to the thing that he will eventually become, right? Because in the regular show, he just starts out being awesome at karate, right? So we gotta slowly build him up to that place, right? And what better way to do that by introducing the Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? Again, saying, hey, man, you might want to take a look at this, and I'm not letting you walk away. So he goes in, and he comes out. He comes out probably 10 minutes later with a white belt. Right? So we move on to the juice bar, right? It's a bright sunny day, and we see everybody out. No, inside. Let's go inside the juice bar. They are waiting for Jason. Jason gets there eventually. He goes, sorry I'm late, everyone. And here's that we're introducing more like the collective animals, right? They can see them, but other people can't. So this is fine, right? We have the saber-toothed tiger cub resting underneath Trini. We have that pterodactyl hanging off of Kimberly's hair, which I mean, that's just an iconic kind of thing at this going to be, right? With her just showing up with the pterodactyl just like hanging out, like lounging around, like this is where I live now. The mastodon, the small mastodon, which Mossy loves, hanging out, always kind of flexing his swagger. Just like as he's walking, he's dancing at the same time. I think that would be really, really cool. Yeah. And we see all the others just hanging around the Tyrannosaurus Rex as well. And of course, let's the minute he sees Kimberly, darts for her. And Kimberly kind of like holds him and rubs his belly, and he goes, and Jason's like, really, dude? Really? I think that would be really, really cool. That there's just big, strong T-Rex. Just like he's a big, fluffy, like puppy every time Kimberly's around. I think that would be just chef's kiss, right? So Jason apologizes and he goes, yeah, signed up for karate. I didn't expect to, right? Or something like that. As they're drinking their juice, their smoothies, their milkshakes, we have a communicator go off, or let's have both. There's a news article. There's a new not a news article, but there's a update on the TV that these strange putty creatures are attacking downtown. And the minute that happens, the communicator goes off. They look around, no one hears, and then they immediately leave because they don't want anyone to hear them. Talk to the person in the communicator, and Alpha 5 goes, Rangers, there's putties attacking downtown, and they're hurting. They're hurting a lot of people. And they go, the animals aren't there anymore. They go out back of the juice bar, and Jason goes, Billy, are we clear? And he goes, yeah, we're clear. All right, guys, let's do it. It's morphin' time. And the great morphing animations happen, as we have previous established. And we see the Rangers appear downtown, now more focused, now working more as a team, because they are a team and they have now more rhythm with each other and all that kind of stuff. So this is an excellent opportunity to show them coming together more as a team than anything else. Right? And the putties are, again, they're cannon fodder, I will admit. They're pure cannon fodder. And then after the last putty gets destroyed or beaten, we see a big sword slash. The slash across Jason's chest. He goes flying. Goldar appears, and he proceeds to beat the shit out of all of them. Walks through all of them. Again, completely. They are working more as a team, but still, they are no match for Goldar. Okay, they are completely no match for Goldar. Absolutely, they're no match. They're no match. Zach gets sent into a building. Kimberly gets sent into a tree. Sparks go flying. Helmets get smashed. Gouges. Their suits get torn. It's brutal. It's a brutal beating. Kimberly gets kicked in the ribs at one point. Just Goldar, just not even close. It's not even a fair fight, right? And all the Rangers are down. Their armor is torn. The gouges on their armor, and there's fire around them. There's a lot of damage. There's a lot of chaos, and all we see is Goldar saying, "Rangers, this is where you die." And we cut in that. Mossy, your thoughts?
That's neat. I like it.
Yeah, right.
Like
and right. It's still. I mean, they are working more as a team, right? But they're no match for him, right? There's a big Titan. There's no match. There's no. So we come back to we start episode 11, and episode 11 is called.
Fighting back with teamwork and power.
Yeah. Ooh. So the episode opens. Goldar is holding his sword up, triumphant. His armor is gleaming. No damage on him whatsoever. And Jason gets up. He barely breathe. He goes, "All right, okay, little buddy. If you have a plan, I would love to hear it. If not, this is probably the last conversation you and me are gonna have." And Jason hears a roar in his head. Okay, and he sees this big T-Rex, not his little guy, a big T-Rex. His mouth opens to show his teeth, and one of his longer fangs fall out, and it lands right beside Jason. And this is where it's going to be really cool. The tooth becomes, Mossy, what does it become?
Does it become a sword or something?
It becomes his sword.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And Zach, his Mastodon roars in his head. And the Mastodon, the tusks fall out, clip together. The trunk too forms his axe, right? Trini, the same thing happens to her. The tusks come out of her cub, of a now bigger saber-toothed tiger, to become her daggers or her size. Listen. She is Japanese, and her weapons need to reflect that. So, not daggers. No. Why not size? I think that would be way cooler. Right, Mossy? Give her size.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah. Right? Just blades, just have size, dude. Just go all the way let's go all the way with her. Let's go all the way, man. Right? Billy, the Triceratops horns unhook to become his lance, right? Trini's pterodactyl, the top, the wings come out to form her bow. So now they have these weapons and they begin to fight back. And Jason goes, "Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it." And they begin to fight back. And they begin to hurt Goldar a lot. They have weapons now. Kimberly is using her grace to move, stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. Like point and shoot, point and shoot, point and shoot. And these aren't little shots. These are mighty, precise arrows. These are like the lance, Billy's lance, deflects the sword swings and counters with deadly accuracy and precision. Same thing with Trini. She is moving with grace, guile, and ferocity. She's striking, but she's blocking with the size at the same time. She's flipping them over. She's stabbing. She's blocking. Zach is discovers that this axe is also a cannon. So he shoots and strikes, shoots and strikes. He's actually dancing as he's striking. And we're seeing a little bit of what eventually would be hip hop keto. Let's do it, because I think that needs to be started somewhat here to define who they are, right? And at one point, they're hurting. They're hurting Goldar, hurting. Armor's falling away, scrapes, scratches. He can't get to the Rangers anymore because he doesn't have the advantage. He has the power, but a lot of these Rangers are communicating with each other, striking, doing all this damage. And Kimberly's like looking at her bow, and she goes, "What if we put them all together?" And Jason's like, "Huh?" And Zach's like, "Yeah, why don't we, what happens if we put them all together?" And they do. Symbolizing teamwork, right? And listen, this is not a toy, right? We got to make this like a full battle cannon, like a big battle blaster, like a huge kind of thing. So they stand behind it and they fire at Goldar. And it blasts Goldar back. He's bleeding. Let's show a little bit of blood here, because why not? And in the Moon Palace, Rita is super pissed. She's like, "God, can anyone do anything right?" And she chucks her wand down below and hits Goldar, and Goldar grows. And we see all this damage. He's still bleeding. We still see all this damage, but now he's like huge. He's kaiju level. And let's have something. Kimberly's like, "I don't think this will do anything against that." And they split the cannon apart, and they all scatter, and that's where we're gonna end it. Episode 11. What do you think, Mossy?
That was cool.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
What? Well, let's go to episode 12. Episode 12 is called
Mega Sword Activate.
Oh, so this is the payoff, right?
Yeah.
This is the payoff. Oh, dude. So Goldar is just like tearing buildings apart, trying to squash the Rangers. It's mass chaos. So Billy goes, "Why don't we call them?" And Jason's like, "What? What happens if we actually call our guys? They're small. They wouldn't have a chance." And we hear a massive roar. Everyone can hear this. a roar of a big giant T-Rex just waiting to burst out. And I'm like, all right, okay, I guess he has a point. All right, guys, let's do it. Right, we need dinosaur power now. And we see this awesome animation where we see like a little T-Rex walking across trying to get to Jason, and it expands. It becomes huge, like the level of like a skyscraper, and it's all like metal now. So these, you could do they turn into their Zord forms. So these are their Zord forms. So every animation will have something like this, right? The pterodactyl flying of the sky, the small pterodactyl becoming big and becoming metal, right? And we have all this kind of stuff. This mastodon walking, dancing towards Zach, and becoming huge and metal. Same thing with the saber-toothed tiger, grace and speed, running towards Trini and becoming huge and becoming metal. I mean, what's your thoughts? I think that would be cool, Mossy.
I think that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they all go in to they all jump. We have this great animation where everybody jumps into their animal on top and all that kind of stuff. And let's have a callback to the original. So Kimberly goes in, and we hear the noise of her pterodactyl welcoming her inside, and Kimberly is like, this great, she goes, sweet stereo, and all these rangers are in, and Jason's like, all right, I don't know what's happening, but let's do it, guys. And they all fight Goldar, right? They all fight Goldar, but it's taking way too long, and he's still he's too strong. And Zach's like, all right, why don't we take Kimberly's suggestion with the weapons and just apply it here? What happens if we put these guys together? And Jason's like, all right, okay, that works. All right, let's do it. And we hear this electronic voice goes. We hear this electronic voice goes. Like voice go. This electronic booming voice goes. Megazord mode has been initiated. And then we hear the music, and then we see this guy come together. But a couple of tweaks, Mossy. A couple of tweaks. You know, if we're going to make this guy like a fucking knight, let's make him a knight. Okay? And shining armor, right? Because in the original anime, in the original show, right? He just was a guy who has like a knight helmet on, right? Let's make him more of a knight. Why not? Make him like chainmail, right? Make him that like shield and everything, right? Like make it more defined that he is a knight, right? The stupid M on his shoulder, let's like get rid of it. Make him more lean, and make the power sword on a hilt on his side, right? Make a sword like this. You can do it. It has been done. Oh, you can do it. So it all comes together, and this booming voice goes, Megazord has been activated or initiated. And the fight continues. And now it's more two-sided because Megazord is here. And eventually we see this great animation where the Megazord just whips out the sword from the hilt. It's gleaming. It's more like it's a claymore. Let's make it a claymore, Mossy, right? Let's make this fucking sword a claymore. It hits Goldar's sword. Goldar's sword shatters to a million pieces, and then one motion, and Goldar gets hit, and Goldar goes down, and there's a big explosion, and that's the episode. What do you think?
I like that. I love the choice of sword as well.
Yeah, right? He's a knight.
No, it's cool.
He's a knight. Let's make that. If we're gonna say he's a knight, right? Let's make it a proper version of a knight. Yeah. So, anyway, the ending. Actually, that's not it. The ending of the episode is Goldar is in the palace and he's all fucked up. He's all fucked up. He's in a medical chamber. There's tubes going on him. There's like Finster talking, and Finster like, no, that doesn't go there. That goes there. And meanwhile, like Rita is like livid, and that's how the episode ends. All right. So the season finale is called.
It's a moment in time.
Ooh, a moment in time. That's right. So we are gonna, as I like to do, we're gonna completely subvert expectations here. Episode 13, we see all the Rangers in the command center with like sleeping bags and all this kind of stuff. And Zordon says, "Well done, Rangers, on your first big battle. But we need to keep in mind that you are still growing into yourselves. So I plan to give you some time to rest. There needs to be a time to rest. Alpha? Absolutely, Zordon." And Alpha brings the kids into a chamber and closes the chamber, and then the chamber just transforms into a quiet forest with peaceful clouds and a peaceful sky. We can hear a bird, an owl, whoo, 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 in the background, and they all start to explore the forest, and we could see bandages taped up, ribs from the previous battle they had with Goldar. They're all extremely fucking hurt. Now the path goes on. They see a path. Jason, they all have their sleeping bags and stuff with them, and then you hear a rustling, and Billy said, I thought this was supposed to be peaceful. I thought so too. Come on out. And then the T-Rex just falls from the sky. And Kimberly's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And the T-Rex is feigning death. He's pretending like he's dead. "Oh my God. Oh, are you okay?" And she runs to him and she consoles him. And Jason's like, "I know exactly what you're doing." And like as Kimberly's consoling him, the small T-Rex looks at him and he winks. I'm like, "You mother." Before he could like even swear, "No, you son of a." They continue, right? Like Kimberly's like, "Come on, you want to help us? You wanna explore this forest with us? Rawr. Okay, let's go. You're with me." And she's like, she reaches her hand out the T-Rex, and the T-Rex takes her hand out. I think that would be adorable, Mossy. I think that would be adorable, right? And meanwhile, when they're going, like, we could see the pterodactyl flying overhead and plopping on Kimberly's head, hanging out. And meanwhile, and these situations keep happening, right? Where like Zach sees the mastodon breakdancing, stopping, winking at him, and they meet all their animals in similar situations, right? So shortly then after, nighttime comes, right? And we can see like Billy's trying to start a fire. Jason is teaching him how to do this, right? Because Billy has no experience. This is where we get a little bit of the leadership from Jason coming out to play, right? And the fire eventually gets lit, eventually gets built. They have a moment in time. Get it?
Nice.
Ah. I had to. You can't write this stuff. I say that. I basically written that. So the fire gets placed, it gets lit. They have a little bit of bonding time. All the Rangers are now. It's a moment in time, guys. It's a moment to rest, right? And everyone's talking to each other about all this kind of stuff, right? And Kimberly has the pterodactyl hanging off her. We see it. She eating, and all of a sudden she starts to cry. We can see her crying, and she basically, I don't want to do this. I want to go back. Guys, I don't want to do this. I just want to be a girl, just a girl. Just a kid growing up. And I have all these responsibilities now. I just want to be alone. I don't, it's too much. It's too much responsibility. But she's hurting people. And this is where Kimberly is the heart of the team. She is saying basically everything what the other kids are thinking, right? Because in reality, people would be thinking like this, right? I mean, they're soldiers, essentially. They didn't ask for this at all. And she basically says, but I know I have to. I have to put a stop to this. I have to put a stop to her. And as her heart is pouring out here, the pterodactyl on hanging out just becomes warmer and warmer. Not scalding hot, but reacting to the emotion of Kimberly, reacting to her heart coming out. Okay? So everybody comes together in this great show of solidarity and teamwork, and Jason basically goes, hey, I know. Okay? I know. But you're not alone. We're not alone. We have each other. And Kimberly, you're never going to be alone in this. And now we fade to a community dance hall. Okay? We fade to a community dance hall. And we can see Kimberly, Jason, Billy, and Trini in the crowd. And they're cheering. Come on! Go, Zach, go! Go, Zach, go! And we can see Zach on the dance hall putting up some major moves. He is concentrating, but he's feeling the rhythm. He's feeling the music. He's dancing to the beat. And as the competition concludes, the announcer goes, "Your winner, Zachary Taylor," and everybody cheers. And in the corner, Bossy, in the corner, where no one can see, well, no one can see him anyway, is the little mastodon breakdancing with his trunk, doing a split and winking at Zach. I see. I got you, Mossy. I got you. And then we close. The episode ends there, but we have some footage after. Okay, we have in the Moon Kingdom. Okay, and Rita's not happy. Rita is super pissed, and she goes, "They left me no choice." Fine, Zordon. You want to play it like that? And she goes, with Finster. Finster's walking like, what, Empress? What, Rita? What are you going to do? Where are you going? And she goes down the hallway to a room in the palace, a vault. She waves her hand, and she goes, "You know what they say, Finster? If you can't beat them, join them." And the vault opens, and in the vault, in dark green, we see the Morpher, we see the coin, and we see the dagger. And then we hear dun, 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 and as that plays, a dragon roars, and we roll credits. Huh?
I like that.
Mossy?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, dude, can you feel it? I'll go, holy shit! Right?
Yeah.
How excited are you for next season? Oh my god! Now, guys, we are going to take time off from the Captain's Chair, 1 week off to simulate 1 year, and then we're going to come back the week after, and then we're going to kick up season 2. So season 2 is going to be called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 2, The Year of the Dragon. So, guys, thank you for watching, tuning in. If you're watching us on Twitch, hello, how are you doing? Thanks for watching. Come back tonight. That's right, because we have some D&D. We have some audio drama goodness. D&D Storytime Clue. So until then, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all! 50,000 plus, an UGG Club for life. Peace.
World, fanboys buzzing, they're watching close. Can